If you're new, welcome. If not, welcome back. As you can see by the title, we're going to do a maintenance video, but we're going to do it at home. You know, hair, skin, nails. So I did my hair yesterday, and if I'm being honest, y'all, I did not do a tutorial. This is my first attempt trying this style. Go over to my TikTok, you can basically get the gist of how I kind of did it. It's basically a crochet method. All we're just going to tackle is doing nails, tinting eyebrows, doing my lashes with lash clusters. Just going to do a little dermaplaning, shaving the excess hair and dirt from my skin, and let's get straight into it. I was going to apply these press-ons, the brand Beetles. I got the French tip kind. I want to step back a little bit from the French tips. I'm just going to use these press-ons. We're about to just go ahead and just do that since my toes are white. Might as well have my nails being white. So the box that I have is peel and press. Basically, I'm just gonna like size them up first. Next up, we're gonna do our lashes. I got these lash clusters from Shein. This is how they look. It came with a pink thingamajig like this, and this is the lash glue that I always use. Usually I'll apply some actual mascara on my eyelashes, but I think I ran out of mascara, so we're just gonna wing it. So we're gonna start with that much because it dries very quickly. I don't want to just put like a whole big gulp and then it dries out, you know, very quickly. Then I wasted a lot of glue. Let's get started. Usually I have like a little mirror, but I don't know where it's at, so let's just do what it do. Sometimes I go by a little inspiration of the style I want to go for, and also a lot of times I be just freestyling. Depends on what I want to do. I use this bladeless fan to just dry it as I go. I also got this from Shein as well. So it has 3 different modes. Just the lower one, middle, high. So yeah. See, the glue is already trying to dry. That's why I only put little blobs at a time. I'm just gonna say this, y'all. I have been watching Judge Judy like crazy. Me personally, I love Judge Judy. I don't know if I mentioned this before on my channel or just in general on my social media. Like her clips would show, you know, parts of the cases and stuff.
Who are you? Where's the exercise machine? Don't say anything. That's stupid. So full of baloney, the fact that you're a deadbeat. Show me. He didn't purchase a car. Throw it out. Baloney.
And I used to think like, oh my gosh, like this is very intense. But as I watched the 4 episodes, I understand Judge Judy. Like, I truly understand her frustration, her lack of patience, or whatever the case may be. Not saying she's not patient, because when I watched her old episodes, she was actually more patient than the most recent ones. Because back then, she used to actually like allow people to say like their full story. But like now I understand why she cut people off sometimes and just tell them to just get to the point. A lot of the time people would sit here and try to go all around the world and she would literally ask a simple yes or no question. There has been times where she would literally ask someone, just say for instance, where like, did your car have insurance between July 2025 August 2020 to August 2025? Like, she'll literally ask that, like, just in case it feels like a car accident taking place and stuff. And 9 times out of 10 the person wasn't insured like around the time, but they would start mentioning how their car was insured in June, and it's just like, wait a minute. Now that's when she gets to like raising her voice, cutting you off, saying all types of stuff to you, because no, it's a simple yes or no question. Like, was your car insured between July 2025 or whatever year through August 2025 when this car accident happened? And people just act just so slow. Like, I would get frustrated too, because it's like, honey, I'm asking you a yes or no question. You giving me stuff that happened a year prior or a couple months prior. We're not here for that. We're here for this incident right here. So me personally, I love Judge Judy. Like,
well, I have numerous jobs. I was working for the city at HRA. I was doing for lighting gas with people that.
And how much were you making at that job?
$12.50 an hour.
What else did you do?
I also work construction.
Living in the apartment with you?
Yes, ma'am.
How many people?
One. Yes,
That's your girlfriend?
No, not my girlfriend. That's my roommate. That's my friend.
And how much were you charging her for rent?
Well, I wasn't charging the piece for each room because she had a 2-bedroom. So I was paying $500 and she was also paying $500. And we moved in at the same time together.
So you didn't pay $1,000 a month. You paid $500 a month.
Yeah, we had to pay together.
No, not at the moment. No. So she paid her own rent. You owe him $2,000 because she can't benefit from doing an illegal act. Did they take your apartment away from you?
No. She lived in the next building from us.
I have a receipt here for 3.
Was living in North Carolina at the time, and we was going through like a process of Western.
one sec. Okay, y'all. So, hold on. I had to go off camera and redo this side because it was looking too thick to me, especially in the middle part. I added a little more lashes. Like I said, I was trying to like freestyle, but I wasn't liking it. I was really liking how my left eye was looking better than my right. So yes, now it looks more cleaner and it kind of matches a little bit more, because my right, it was looking a little bit more thicker and I don't really like that. So now since we got the lashes, it's time to do the eyebrows. Oh my gosh, it's time to tint my eyebrows. Now you're probably like, tinting your eyebrows at home? Yes, y'all, you can definitely do it, I promise. This is the exact box that I use, the natural black color. I see a lot of people use just for men, but same difference. So this is gonna be a easy step. Like, it literally only just takes about, you know, a couple minutes, 10 minutes tops. Well, 12. Okay, so we're back. I just needed just like a little plastic top because that is what I'm going to mix the color developer and the color base. That's all you really need. I just use an eyebrow whisk thingamajig. What is this called? It's later on in the day. My mind's all over the place. So yeah, let me bring y'all down so I can show y'all how to do this. It's very easy. So some developer, about that much. You don't really need too much. And a little bit of base. Ooh, well, that's a lot. Then you just, that's basically all. And then you just mix, mix, mix. Mix, 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 mix. Alright, that's how it's supposed to look for right now. You're supposed to wait like 2 to 3 minutes, and then the mixture is gonna turn darker. Like I said, I chose the natural black one. So yeah. So while we wait, I just want to shape my eyebrows a little bit more, a little better. I'm just gonna use this and this. I mainly just use this for my eyebrows. I don't really use on my face like that. I use another like dermaplaning razor for that. Okay. I'm not left-handed. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not even gonna try it. I put in my left hand and immediately started down myself like, no, So you notice how on like the outer part of my eyebrows is very like skippy and stuff. That's what we're gonna mostly focus on. I like my eyebrows thin as possible. I kind of got my brows exactly how I want it, so I have to be really careful when applying this because my very first time trying to do this, I made my eyebrows a little thicker than how I wanted it. After like a day or two, it finally came to its senses. I'm trying to be very, very careful, but it's been like 3 minutes now, and so it's gotten more darker. And I'm just only going to use the end of this, you know, whisk. Nothing fancy, because the thing that they have inside the box is this. I mean, I would probably like use it if I need like brush to like blend it in, but I'm just going to use this, like the end of this. So it's been about 10 minutes, and I'm just gonna keep just like blending it the way I want. For me at least, it will take probably like a day or two for it to come to its actual, you know, look. So I'm really not worried about how it's looking right now, honestly. If I'm being honest, this looks way better than my very first time doing it because it was way much more thicker, and you know, I may look a little bit crazy now, but it's like in the next day or two, y'all gonna like see a difference. Is dermaplaning. I have some aloe vera gel. Just gonna wash my face really quick. I'm gonna use some La Roche-Posay gentle foaming cleanser, purifying foaming cleanser. Yeah, this definitely gets foamy. This is the type of razor I'm going to be using, just regular schmegulars. And I'm going to apply a little bit of, wait. Oh my gosh. Duh. Okay. Ooh. Look at that. Oh my gosh. A little more. Oh my gosh. I also like to get under here as well. Alrighty, let's go. So I finished the rest of my skincare routine off camera. And I always make sure to moisturize my lips before bed. This is what my skin is looking like afterwards. And yeah, that is it, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a little update on the brows in a couple days. But this is how you do your little at-home maintenance self-care. If you just don't feel like spending a buck on all these things, you can definitely do it in the comfort of your own home at a more affordable price. So do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell icon so you get notified every time I upload a new video. Love you all, stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. 2 days have passed now, and this is how my eyebrows are looking. I just knew I had to give it a day or two in order for it to like come to its true self. So yeah, this is how the brows are looking. It usually lasts for a good bit, like a couple weeks. So that's the update.